Classroom video and or multimedia projects are nothing really new. I remember having to complete one myself in my 4th year French class in high school. Now, while that end product was a little painful to watch, the experience in general was quite enriching and would prove to be the seed from which much of my own classroom material blossomed. Although I never intended to try to replicate my French project in any form, when I took a job at a Korean high school that possessed its own television studio, I knew I had to utilize those facilities with my English language students. What emerged were student-generated efforts which gave them creative freedom and control that they usually never had in their regular classes.
Nowadays is a wicked world, and there are many bad guys seeking for easy money. It is estimated that there are over 300 robberies a day in Seoul these days. Aren't you worried? We are sure that you're doing everything possible to protect your empty home from these guys. But conventional locks are useless. It's also not easy to keep a dog in this crowded city. But there's no worry if you're with us. If he comes in, we'll get him in no minute. Our alarms are the loudest ones in the world. Our guards comes in 5 seconds at any time, anywhere. And they are invisible army veterans prepared for any kind of battle.
We are Velociraptors!
Velocity makes safety.
Velociraptor Guard.
For more information, please call 1-800-333-8222. 1-800-333.
When iMovie first came out, I no longer had access to video cameras, so I turned instead towards student-generated multimedia projects that could still involve project-based collaborative learning. My students produce language-rich projects which, while fun to create, also satisfied numerous Board of Education language learning standards.
And stands in front of a little tree, looking towards the sky, skin into its own deep thought.
Darling, keep this in mind. Never go to the woods at night. It's very dangerous outside. Why, Mother? We have been living here for many years, and nothing had never happened to us. Don't you remember what happened to your father and your great-uncle's family? Yes, I do.
The disappearance of the family member was never made clear. They seems to disappear into the maw of the city that lurked over several mountains to the west, or into the hungry jaws of a wolf or bear. For 16 years, Joanna had listened to this warning. Tonight, her mother's illness seems become worse. She had become pale and still sightless, breathing brokenly.
Mother, you hadn't eaten for a day. Please take this coin. I am not hungry. But, Mother, I am really not hungry, dear. Mother, I will go fish in front of a little...
Now that podcasting has emerged, I am once again in a position of having my students able to produce quality video and or audio projects that can be viewed via the internet. The podcasts that you are able to watch are the products of the past semester of my speaking listening course here at Kansai Gaidai University. 95% of it is student generated, from the brainstorming to the casting, directing, filming, and editing. In this coming up semester, which starts in roughly the middle of September, we will be focusing on both video and audio podcasting. And you will be able to watch each podcast roughly a few days after they're finished throughout the semester. So I hope you enjoy watching and or listening to them, and please send any feedback you have to iesa@education.org. We hope you enjoy them.